In the news this week, Theresa May is criticised for a pledge on overseas abortion funding. Women respond to Labour's plans for men on all-women shortlists. And advocates of named persons suggest asking JK Rowling to endorse the controversial scheme. Hello. Theresa May has come under fire for pledging £200 million towards family planning services in Africa and Asia. During her state visit to Kenya, the Prime Minister announced the creation of a new programme to provide women and girls with contraceptive options. In the past 5 years, vast sums of foreign development money have been given to abortion giant Marie Stopes International. This is despite polling that shows 2/3 of the British public are opposed to taxpayer money being spent on overseas abortion. Culture of Life Africa President Obianuju Okocha says trying to alleviate poverty by spending Western money on contraception and abortion causes more harm than good. There is so much damage on African women by Western-donated contraceptive drugs and devices to the point of human rights abuse. The Labour Party's controversial decision to allow men who say they are women onto all-female shortlists has provoked a backlash. Party members have been angered by the change, saying it undermines female representation. They hope to confront senior figures about it at the Labour Party conference later this month. Labour councillor Amy Brooks said Labour has quietly changed the definition of women without consulting women, the sex that is going to lose out. Meanwhile, Green Party MP and former leader Caroline Lucas has been branded transphobic for agreeing to meet with Women's Place UK, a women's group concerned about changes to the Gender Recognition Act. Despite being a vocal campaigner for trans rights, Lucas has been blacklisted by activists, including one of her own party members. The Law Commission is set to conduct a review into hate crime laws for England and Wales. MPs approved the voyeurism bill earlier this week, a move which seeks to outlaw the unsolicited taking of pictures under someone's clothing, known as upskirting. Labour MP Stella Creasy wanted the bill to be amended so that those found guilty of crimes against women would face tougher sentences if they were motivated by misogyny. But Justice Minister Lucy Fraser said the narrow bill was not the time to debate changing the law and instead announced a review into hate crime laws.
I will be asking the Law Commission to undertake a review of the coverage and approach of hate crime legislation following their early recommendation to do so.
The Christian Institute warned that broadly drafted hate crime laws could pose a threat to free speech. And finally, official minutes reveal the Scottish Government was urged to approach JK Rowling to endorse its controversial named person scheme. The State Guardian plan had come under fire from best-selling author Alexander McCall Smith, who derided it in his 44 Scotland Street series. In A Time of Love and Tartan, Domenica MacDonald asks, "Can you conceive of a better way of insulting parents?" Meeting records reveal it was put to the Scottish Government that a high-profile figure or celebrity might be needed to back the scheme, with the minutes reading, "Get JK Rowling on board to counter the likes of Z-lister McCall Smith." A spokesman for No to Name Persons urged the Scottish Government to drop the scheme. "I'm afraid it's going to take more than a trip to Hogwarts to rescue named persons. They need to dump this fatally flawed policy once and for all." Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.